Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Richardson going right to the air. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now 2nd and 5. Richardson off the play fake. That complete to Downs. 7 yards there and a first down. The Colts at 9-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Richardson looking to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. To about the 35, 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Second down and 6 now. Now it's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some strong running. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Richardson to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
They put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. An inside give, Brown. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadow down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And all the way down to the 29. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Richardson to throw.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken the lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
To throw is Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. Richardson. And going right back to Pittman.
And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts! And now Mitchell from 3 yards out. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterback.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Richardson.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's to his tight end all.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time run.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Running left, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. Runs over it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Richardson looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Burrow going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Richardson. And this complete to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 3 quarters in the books. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And motioning left, that's Pittman. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Richardson working from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add.
And he loses the football a second time. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bengals have recovered it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And running with power here. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. It's caught. Mitchell. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistake.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2.